Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Never Trending Story. I'm Professor Icepick, and tonight I'm going to be going back to Bastion. So let's get back to it. Not gonna lie, did not expect to like this one as much as I have been so far. There we go. You think they would have removed the WB Games branding from this since, like, this game is technically self-published now. Oh, new?
Now, who's responsible for this?
Okay, that is weird, but... Oh, you gotta be... Okay, that was wild. I don't like that very much. Apparently my volume keys do shit, so... Did not expect that. Kind of just assumed that I'd be able to mess with stuff in-game as opposed to, you know, all of that happening. Okay, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, let's get back to it then. Continue.
When a kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Excuse me.
Never could ask for a song.
Leechade. Mender meat.
Sometimes a single look says it all. That's the way to make every shot count. Points just don't get any sharper than that. The shards are getting harder to find. Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. Best to keep out of the cauldron. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. Raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Oh, hey, Dari. How you doing?
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more light we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about all that, Dari. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames. Saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Park. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Arms open on him like a pimple on a school day. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. It's awful hot in there. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Yay! Pet sitter. Get 4 different domesticated creatures in the basket.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now. The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The faith. Mother, this one's for you. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Let's see.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Falling malt. Reduce damage from falling. Black tonic. Ooh. That could be helpful down the line. Same goes for that one.
Sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. That's a strong spine. At least it won't get cold around here with that thing around. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan. Can't rightly call Mount Zan the mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. There's only one kind of mercy left these days. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Look at it this way, it's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. It takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. It's a delicate situation. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zulf sure did a number on it, though. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Absorb stray fragments. 33% speed. 2 tonics. Damage resistance. I'll go with lifeline.
Lifeline so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Oh, his manners ain't so bad. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that. right comfortable bed for all those bullets. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? Imagine everything you need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burst stone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. Quarry's secrets ain't exactly obvious. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Even stink eyes started taking root in here. say the quarry was God's. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. The smaller ones, we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. His big fat rump's plenty tough too. So is a kid. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. Unfortunately, they broke in started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop it, but we needed help. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked.
Stop
We
the
find
siege
each
on the
other as the
Bastion.
dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission. But there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Messiah. Now all we need is one last shard. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild. Think the gods are gonna help. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil. Its riches, nothing but fragments now. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know. Seems Zia's cooking got the best of him. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zulf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand is living proof of that. Part of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. We wanted to move out. Put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. It's everything. We just need that shard. Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. Army never issued carbines in such fine shape. Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zia detected. I love that.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. The Ura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road. Picking the whole place apart, piece by piece. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. Not the time to get reckless. Keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this, lost to a kid. They underestimate us. just pay going wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zulf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. Zulf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. Too bad for them. Our guns are bigger still. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Nothing for the Scout to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
That's going pretty well, Ki.
You had to see if everything Zulf wrote to you was true.
Sorry if I wasn't really paying attention there.
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? The power of the calamity ain't well understood, but a hammer sure is. The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good. First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides. Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
Kit at arms. Use the forge to apply at least one upgrade to every weapon. Neat.
Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew. On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. The inspiration.
Vigilante.
Forge can
Complete at
fashion
least 50% of the vigils in the memorial.
Once the kid gets the last shard from Zulf, it'll all be over.
Ah, the final level, I think. Okay, I think we're done. Yep, okay.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. He got his lifelong friend to keep him company. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zulf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk. Well, all of us are waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Zulf don't matter. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. we'll all be gone. But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
Okay, so second part of the level. Did I level up?
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right?
Seriously, you're teaching me how to jump now? That is bullshit.
You'll be your old self again. Think all those times that didn't go your way.
I hate it when games do that to you. When they like give you something that like you were obviously meant to have in order to explore everything at the very tail end of the game. It's bullshit, is what it is. I'm sorry.
Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Wait until the bonus game where they tell you to hold Y.
Who am I kidding? Look, there's something else. A confession. You follow me? How come I know so much about the Bastion?
I am your daddy. I don't know why I have such dulcet tones. I is your daddy.
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity, it's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Man, this thing's just like a massive pimp slap, isn't it?
Heavy, ain't it? Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
This is going to be one of those endings where you get to make a choice.
You know Zulf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zulf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zulf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn you, kid. For Zulf, this ain't a personal matter. Kid followed Zulf all the way home.
Oh, dang. Okay, that was kind of a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna be a good guy here, even if it fucks me over, probably. Take Zulf.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zulf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be all right. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you? I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me.
Well, at least I no longer seem to be taking any damage.
Sweet home, I see your star. You left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing. Kid's probably dealt with Zulf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
Come come on, man. Just get up.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up.
Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh, no, wait.
That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it.
Wait, a different voice actress?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
This is a mindfuck. Two voice actors?
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Alright, well... I'm going for evacuation. Complete the story, embracing the new world. Okay, well, fair enough then.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay. In a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on, with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Bastion. Okay, well, I guess that was the game then. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10, honestly. It was honestly a lot better than I was expecting. It's like I said, I really wish that I hadn't let people get into my mind and convince me that this game was on par with, say, Braid and all that sort of shit. But I'm glad I finally got around to playing it anyway, so that's something. So, Dari, if you're still here, what did you think of Bastion? Look how they have 2 separate credits for additional voices. Ooh, Alex Ahad is getting special thanks here? Cool. I remember him. He was the Skullgirls guy. Well, he was the one who designed, he did the character design for Skullgirls anyway. Labrador's a last name? Interesting. I had no idea. Man, this Atambir Rao guy must have been really important. So is it just credits now or something? Or can I... Oh, okay, now let's resume, I guess. Curious to see. I mean, I doubt there's anything post-credits, but I mean, I kind of want to see. That's a good point, but believe it or not, they apparently got the publishing rights back to this game later on. I think Supergiant self-published this on the Switch or something. I'm not sure why they did that. I figure that by that point they were better known for Hades, but you know, what are you gonna do, really? I feel like someone didn't do QA on this, on these credits. Well, I'm pretty sure they also didn't release this game on Switch until after Hades came out too, but you know what? I'm gonna check that, honestly. Okay, it actually did come out on the Switch before Hades came out. It came out in 2018 on the Switch. My bad. But the publishing rights did apparently revert back to Supergiant Games in September 2019, even though they have yet to re-release the game on anything since then. So I guess that's more of a moral victory in that case. Okay, let's see. Man, 6 hours my fat hairy ass. Okay, I see. So it just unlocks New Game Plus mode. Okay, dope. Okay, so that was Bastion. I've been Professor Icepick, and this has been the Never Trending Story. Signing off for the last time. I will be back on the stream in a few minutes. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.